right now, the Middle East is operating under military tension levels not seen in years. This is not random escalation. This is force positioning, capability signaling, strategic deterrence in motion. Tonight, we break down U.S. military posture, aircraft carriers and theater, strike aircraft and munitions, Israeli operational capability, French involvement, Iran's retaliatory structure, and potential Russian and Chinese positioning. No emotion, no exaggeration, just assets, just doctrine, just capability. This is The Zone. Welcome to the breakdown. The United States is currently maintaining a carrier-centric force posture in the Middle East theater. Primary asset, USS Abraham Lincoln. Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. Displacement, over 100,000 tons. Air wing capacity, approximately 60 to 70 aircraft. Operating as a mobile strike platform capable of sustained air operations without reliance on regional airfields. Supporting asset, USS Gerald R. Ford. Newest U.S. carrier class. Advanced electromagnetic launch system. Higher sortie generation capability. Two-carrier posture changes operational tempo. It allows continuous strike cycles, overlapping air dominance windows, redundant defensive coverage, escalation flexibility. This is not symbolic deployment. This is operational layering. From the USS Abraham Lincoln Air Wing, F/A 18E and F Super Hornets. Multi-role strike aircraft, capable of precision strike, air superiority, close air support, anti-ship strike. EA-18G Growlers, electronic warfare platforms. Mission, suppression of enemy air defenses, radar jamming, communications disruption. E-2D Hawkeye, airborne early warning and control, acts as airborne battle manager, extends detection envelope significantly. F-35C Lightning II, low observable profile, sensor fusion capability, networked targeting. Combined, this air wing provides strike, suppression, detection, coordination. Cruise missiles remain a key component. Tomahawk land attack missiles launched from destroyers and submarines. Range, over 1,000 miles. Precision strike capability. Air-launched precision munitions include JDAM kits, laser-guided bombs, standoff glide weapons. Naval defense systems include Aegis combat systems on destroyers, standard missile interceptors, close-in weapon systems for terminal defense. Layered offense, layered defense, layered deterrence. Israel's Air Force is structured for rapid precision response. Primary strike platform, F-35I Adir, modified variant of the F-35, enhanced electronic warfare suite, customized Israeli avionics. Supporting strike platforms, F-15I Ra'am, heavy payload capacity, long-range strike profile. F-16I Sufa, multi-role flexibility, combat-proven. Critical enabler, aerial refueling. Without tanker support, deep strike range decreases significantly. With tanker support, Israel extends operational radius dramatically. Range equals survivability. Range equals flexibility. Israel operates a multi-layer defensive grid. Layer 1, Iron Dome. Intercepts short-range rockets and drones. High interception rate, cost-efficient for volume defense. Layer 2, David's Sling. Designed to intercept medium-range threats. Greater altitude capability. Layer 3, Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 systems. Ballistic missile interception. Exo-atmospheric engagement capability. But defense systems face saturation risk. Volume attacks stress intercept capacity. France has reinforced maritime and air defense posture. Rafale fighter jets deployed to regional bases. French naval frigates equipped with Aster missiles operating in Red Sea and Gulf corridors. Purpose: protect shipping, protect Allied bases, contribute to layered defensive coverage. France's involvement increases interception density, more radar coverage, more response options. Iran does not mirror U.S. carrier doctrine. It uses asymmetric strategy. Primary tools: ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, unmanned aerial systems. Shahed series drones, loitering munitions, low cost, high volume. Ballistic missile families include short-range systems, medium-range systems, mobile launch platforms. Iran emphasizes dispersed launch sites, underground hardened facilities, mobility and concealment, redundant command networks. The goal is endurance, not dominance. Iran's regional influence includes proxy groups, militia networks, non-state actors. These groups can launch rockets, conduct drone strikes, target shipping. This extends Iran's deterrence beyond its borders. Indirect escalation reduces attribution clarity. China prioritizes energy stability, likely diplomatic pressure rather than direct intervention. Russia signals political support. Direct military engagement remains unlikely due to escalation risk. Every modern conflict follows an escalation ladder. Step 1, signaling, force repositioning, carrier deployments, air patrol increases. Step 2, limited strikes, precision attacks on military infrastructure, measured retaliation, controlled messaging. Step 3, sustained exchange, repeated strike cycles, missile salvos, expanded target sets. Step 4, regional spillover, proxy activation, shipping disruption, energy infrastructure targeting. Step 5, full regional war, multi-front engagement, air, sea, land, cyber domains engaged simultaneously. Right now, the situation appears between Step 2 and Step 3, controlled but tense. Two maritime corridors define strategic risk. First, the Strait of Hormuz. Roughly 1/5 of global oil supply passes through this narrow waterway. Iran possesses anti-ship missiles positioned along its coastline, fast attack craft, naval mines, coastal radar networks. Second, the Red Sea corridor. Critical for European and Asian trade, connected to the Suez Canal. If either corridor becomes unstable, insurance rates spike immediately. Shipping reroutes, fuel prices surge globally. This is not theoretical, this is economic pressure warfare. Air dominance determines tempo. The United States and Israel maintain technological superiority in stealth capability, sensor fusion, electronic warfare, precision targeting. Iran relies on layered air defenses and dispersal rather than air dominance. Iran's Air Force fleet includes aging platforms with limited modern integration. In a direct air-to-air engagement, US and Israeli aircraft hold advantage in detection range, data link coordination, and survivability. But Iran compensates with missile saturation tactics. Air superiority does not eliminate risk, it reduces it. Missile warfare follows a pattern: launch, detection, tracking, interception attempt, impact or neutralization. Ballistic missiles travel at high velocity, short reaction window, high kinetic impact. Drone swarms operate differently: slower, lower altitude, volume-based pressure. Saturation is the key variable. No defense system has infinite interceptors. No radar system has infinite tracking capacity. The objective of saturation is to force prioritization: which targets get defended, which interceptors get allocated. That is where escalation risk increases.
Iran must balance retaliation with survival. Too little response signals weakness. Too much escalation invites overwhelming retaliation. Iran's leadership calculates within deterrence boundaries. Maintain credibility, avoid annihilation. The United States must balance deterrence with regional stability. Demonstrate strength, protect allies, avoid prolonged ground engagement. Carrier deployments provide flexibility without permanent land escalation. Air power projects strength while limiting troop exposure. Israel's primary objective is preventing long-term threat growth, disrupt missile stockpiles, disrupt command networks, maintain defensive readiness.
Israel operates under a doctrine of preemptive risk reduction. Short-term escalation may be tolerated to prevent long-term vulnerability. Oil markets react to perceived instability. Even limited disruption can increase price volatility. Shipping insurance premiums rise. Energy futures adjust upward. Global inflation pressure increases. Energy is leverage. Energy is pressure. Energy is geopolitical currency. Worst-case modeling includes direct strikes on major urban centers, mass casualty events, large-scale naval confrontation, proxy activation across multiple borders, simultaneous attacks on shipping, cyber infrastructure disruption. This is the scenario all parties seek to avoid. More probable outcome: controlled escalation, limited strike exchanges, diplomatic back-channel engagement, gradual de-escalation once deterrence messages are delivered and acknowledged. But probability is not certainty. The United States maintains layered dominance. Israel maintains rapid precision capability. France reinforces maritime defense. Iran maintains missile-based deterrence. China and Russia calculate politically. The system is tense, but structured. Every actor understands the cost of uncontrolled expansion. And yet, history shows miscalculation can override calculation. This moment is about positioning, capability, deterrence. The next decision will determine whether this remains controlled or becomes regional. This is The Zone. Subscribe for continued strategic breakdowns. Comment below, does this stabilize or escalate further? Stay informed, stay analytical, stay ready.